and I'm sorry, but you know, my dad tells me he like,
I don't think you're
you know,
necessarily in the wrong for that because your cat stealing your food is a no go, and I do think you putting. I mean, a lot of people might disagree with me, but that's your food. The cat
you
should
know,
not be stealing your food. So you, it's not like I've done some worse things. Just you slapped the cat. All right, I've done like because of the life that happened. I've done more, and I may be judged for it, but because it's my anger got the best of me sometimes when it happened, and they would be fighting with each other, and I didn't want anybody to get hurt really, so it ended up it's just violence is just never the answer, and I will
yeah,
forever be sorry for what I do, and if I do, I don't do crazy things, but sometimes I do get mad and there's been times where they got into the fight still, and I of course had to fucking throw down the authority because I don't think straight sometimes, and I'll just start doing. Well, I mean, I do. I
you're
think
telling me,
it's
you're
either
telling me.
you know,
I remember. I'm gonna tell you this. Hopefully, you don't get mad at me. Like my ex did when I told her this. When I told her this, she basically want to end up with me. I was like, dude, but you need to understand. No, I don't fucking care. And I was like, damn, all right. But I remember I lost control over myself, which is also important to have control of yourself. The last time I remember losing control of myself was because of my cousin. I was okay. So in this time on that day, I was bullying Sahori with Sahori's friends. I told them like basically do him this or throw him with some, and they did it. And then I came back. We were done. I came back and I fell asleep on Sahori's mom's couch. Right. All
mhm.
right, no problem. But it seems like my cousin, which is Sahori's mom's sister, she saw me or giving the order for the friend Sahori to bully him, and yeah, as soon as she noticed that, she told me like, hey, in front of everybody. Everybody was there in the living room, like not even the family, like people from the neighborhood and shit. And she told me, oh, what do you do? Oh, why would you do this to my son? Blah, 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 blah. And then Sahori started crying. He was like, oh, yeah, you always treat me wrong. Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, huh, okay. I already felt like, really, 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 really bad. And I felt the guilt. So I was like, I asked Sahori's mom, who told you this? Oh, my sister. Oh, yeah, your sister? Okay, thank you. And I backed out from the house while they were basically were trashing me. And I went to her house and she had the dog out because she knew I was coming. She literally knew I was coming. She had the dog out, so I couldn't get in. 'Cause I was trying to get in, but I couldn't because the dog doesn't like nobody. So the dog was like, "You're not coming in." And I told her like, "What? Why would you do that? Why would you trash me while I'm fucking sleeping?" And she told me, oh, what you did was wrong, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, what I did was wrong. All right, don't worry. I don't want to see you in the streets in the neighborhood no more. And, I literally kept that a fact. I said, you're gonna have to hide there until I fucking say so because you're not coming out. And if I see you out in the street, I'm gonna fucking slap you. I'm gonna fucking slap you right in the fucking face. And I remember people from the neighborhood coming to me like, "Hey, man, like, oh shit, like, no, man, calm down." Nobody was aggressive to me because they know my anger was out of fucking this earth. And I was like, "Remember that. If I see you in the streets, and I'm gonna be in the streets every day, I'm gonna fucking slap the
For
shit
some
out of you, and
reason,
you won't
people like to
remember."
test my anger and they just tell me to calm down, and it's just and I like to poke the bear for me. So for some
No,
reason,
and they told me, and I told them back, like, no, she can't be disrespecting me like that. I'm her cousin, and she gonna disrespect me, like, blah, 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 blah. And I was just saying fucking, shit and shit. And then, they try to, try to convince me to calm down, but I couldn't. I was just heading back home. And then I told my granny. My granny didn't want to know about my fucking cousin, about Daisy. And, yeah, it was a time where she didn't talk to Daisy. Daisy didn't talk to my granny. She didn't came here for a while because of the same problem, you know. And then I remember the last problem we had because of the same fucking problem. It was because we were in the how do you call it, where you play basketball on the basketball court.
Mm.
We have a basketball court in the neighborhood, so we were there, and I was my best friend Anthony. Anthony's brother of Matthew, my best friend that passed away. So my other best friend, which is Matthew's brother, which is also my best friend, that I grew up with them both. Um, he was telling me to play chess with him in Daisy's chest. And when I didn't talk to Daisy because of what happened, and Daisy didn't talk to me because I fucking basically told her to not come out of her house, because I would slap her if I did. And as soon as she saw me playing with Anthony with her chest, sorry, she said, "Oh, I don't want him playing with my chest." So blah 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 blah. She came in front of us, and then my best friend said, "Hey, like, why? You should, it's just a chess game. Let us play for once." And then she said, "No, I'm taking it." And as soon as before she took it, I woke up with like with you could say aggressivity, like with pressure. From sitting to being up, I did that really fucking fast, you could say. And then I said, alright, and then I fucking seemed like I was about, I fucking put my arm behind my fucking back like I was about to slap her. And she basically backed out thinking I was gonna slap her, and my best friend got in the way thinking I was gonna slap her. But all I did was slap the fucking, um, chess toys, you could say. The chess thing we're playing with in the chess. I slapped that from the chest, and then I took the chess table and I threw it away really high like a frisbee. And then they all thought I was gonna slap my fucking cousin, but I didn't. And then my cousin took one of the fucking chess things, because I threw them away. It seems like one of them fell into her leg or something. She took it and she threw it at my face. I blocked it. It hit my ear or something, I remember. And I laughed at her face, and then she got really pissed because I fucking threw her chest away. And I was like, if I'm not playing, nobody's fucking playing. I threw the chest and everything away into the grass, everything. She couldn't, if she were to take everything back, she would take hours to look it back and take everything, every piece of the chest back into the table or whatever, you know what I mean? Or into the box. And so, that was the last problem we had. Now she's a wrestler. I went to look her out, and she's doing very, very well, and we're proud of her. But that time around, I was not having it. I told her, "You gotta respect me, or you gotta respect me. I don't give a fuck. Because you don't respect me, I'm not gonna respect you in the streets. And believe me, I be in the streets more often than you fucking think." And if I have to fucking slap your fucking face, I don't give a fuck who you are, because you disrespected me first. I'm gonna fucking do it, because that felt like a fucking slap, you know. Her sister telling me what to do and not what to do, and what I did was wrong, and blah 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 blah, in front
Yeah.
of other people. And that felt like a
All
slap.
that
And I was
bullshit
like,
and shit.
all right, who was it? Who was the snitch? Oh, this was the snitch. I was like, alright, say no more. I didn't even told her anything bad. She has nothing to blame, or she's defending her son, which I would do that too. So I didn't told her anything. I didn't told anything to Sahori. I didn't tell him anything. Like fuck you, or I hate you. Nothing, 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 nothing. I went straight to my cousin. I told her, why you have to do that? We're having fun. Why? Oh, because you serve it, you've been doing this and that. I was like, oh, I deserve it? Alright, I don't want to see you in the streets from now on. And I remember her boyfriend was there in front of her boyfriend by that time, and he didn't do anything. I
Right.
was
And
like,
it
I
was
dare
like,
anybody right now. You guys are in the neighborhood to do something. I will fucking slap the shit out of anybody. I don't give a fuck. My anger was, on control. My anger was in control, not me. And that's why I felt like everybody, even her boyfriend, gave me the respect because he could have come out and say, "All right, put your hands up. I don't give a fuck." And then what I had to do, fight back? Yeah, I would have to, because he's defending it. But he probably noticed. I was right. He
right.
was like, "Damn, this nigga's so pissed. He's probably fucking right." You know what I mean? He didn't do
Yeah.
anything. Nobody did anything. I was like, she's my cousin. She's betraying me. She's not even supposed to be doing this type of shit. Blah, 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 blah. And so,
So on and so
that was the
forth and all
last
that
time I
shit.
fucking lost my control and like my anger take full control of everything. Even though my anger knows who to fucking hurt in situations, who deserves it. It's like it becomes black and white, you could say. That's how I can tell you because I've been in this type of anger many times. It becomes black and white, and your target becomes a type of reddish target, and
Yeah,
that's
I
and that's
know that
it.
feeling, if I'm
That's
being honest.
that's it for them. Cause you only feel like you just wanna fucking hurt them until they're begging for their lives, until they're bleeding. That's actually how I feel most of the time when I'm on that type. And so, even my dad's fucking strength couldn't hold me when that happened one time because I think I told you this. He told me, "Oh, shut the fuck up, motherfucker." So
Hmm.
I thought like he was telling motherfucker to my granny, like oh motherfucker. So like, oh no, wait. I thought, mom, never mind. I thought he was telling me to my dad because my dad was speaking to him. Like, oh, you shouldn't be doing this, blah blah blah. And my dad was holding me back with his arms, dude, with full strength, 100%. And as soon as that nigga said, "Shut the fuck up, you motherfucker," I felt like that wasn't for me. That was for my dad. So I felt like the image of him telling motherfucker to my granny. And I was like, and then I only remember parts of it. I can't really, like, I just remember, like, when Gohan, when fucking, that red light, when they hit
When he went
Piccolo, and
Super
then
Saiyan
Gohan,
2.
and then, no, he went, no, yeah, that and Beast Gohan, and Beast Super Saiyan, remember? That was exactly me. When he said that, I remember my right arm, taking my dad's arms, and just with one fucking push, taking his arms away of my fucking body. And as soon as I felt that, like, the freedom of I could actually hurt him, I just fucking, phew! I teleported and I just fucking went to his nigga's face. And I was like, "You're done." I punched him one punch in the face. He went to the ground. I kept punching him in the face. I remember Matthew, my best friend that passed away. I got killed, which I got all the depression. He was there and he told me, "You gave him that Uncharted punch. You gave him the Uncharted punch. You ran, then you jumped, like in the air, and then you put your punch like back your fucking how you call it, behind your fucking like head, and then literally fucking hit it one punch and told him to the ground." And I was like, "Damn, Matthew, you remember all that?" He was like, "Yeah, you felt like you seem like a main character." And then your dad came back to you, but it was too late. You already gave him like fucking 5 fucking blows.
Yeah, I've had a moment like that
He was
with,
already begging for his life, and I was like, "Wow, I can't believe you remember all that." I didn't remember he was there. That's how blinded I was. You know what I mean? Like, your focus because becomes one target, and dude, it's not even good. I don't like. I remember not happening with him, happening with other people too, and it was not good at all. because I've been bullied, bro, and I've suffered. I
Mm.
remember people throwing shit from afar to me, and one of them hit my eye so hard. I started crying. Like I thought I was gonna be blind from that eye. And thank God I wasn't blind from that eye. But dude, they saw me screaming. As soon as they hit me with that, they saw me screaming for help. They saw me screaming for a dear life.
You know, I've
And
never
then
had a moment where I screamed for dear
and
life.
I
I
remember
won't even
seeing them and
lie.
they ran away because they got scared of what they did. They got scared so much of their own actions, they run away. They thought they were gonna go to jail or something.
There's
They
only
ran away.
been
I
one
remember
thing
that.
that ever got me was that dog bite. But every time I've ever took a hit, I've ever been able to take it and then come back with a fucking unbelievable power and annihilate my opponent. But there've been a couple of times where I scared some people, and it's like, I did know. I let it happen and I was there. There was a couple of times, not fully, but after a while I didn't get to watch it because it's just like, you can't to do something. I thought about it constantly and I didn't do shit like that. But it's not like it was, I don't know, you just didn't want to go beyond and beyond, and just
Uh huh.
got to a point to where you didn't just if you did it, you'd be crossing a line. I
I don't like hitting women either. I have to admit, I've hit women when I was a kid.
I never have.
I remember
I was
I
always
remember
Sanji,
playing
gentle
hide
and
and
proof.
seek, hide and seek with those kids in the neighborhood. And, it was girls and boys, don't matter. And one of the girls, I was chasing them because I saw them. I chasing them, and they were hiding behind the hidden. No, they were hiding behind a like a metal pool, a metal pipe, you could say. They were hiding behind a metal pipe. And as soon as I noticed about them, they really got fucking freaked out. And so when I was about to attack them, she fucking hit me with the she hit me with the broken metal pipe, and I remember
Ha!
getting hit in my forehead, and I was like, "Wow!" And then I just didn't was playing no
I've
more.
been I've been hit in the
I
head with a
started
metal
hitting
bat
her, and then she
before.
started hitting me back, and I was like, "Ah!" And I know she doesn't forget that, nor I do, but yeah, bro.
There was one time someone hit me with a metal bat and they got me good and they tried doing it again. But
Metal bat?
I've been hit with a lot of shit. I won't even lie to you.
Damn, how the fuck you still alive? They didn't
Cause
hit you on the head, right?
they did straight on the head. But the next time they tried to swing, I caught that shit like it was Naruto. I caught it one handed and I took it away from him. He
Dude, you're so
ran with
lucky,
me,
bro.
nah, dude. I'm thick
No,
headed.
no, 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 no. I mean your head. Probably didn't hit you as hard,
No, he did.
but
He gave
you
me
should have.
a. There's been a lot of times to where dude, I should have passed out when
My
a
first
dog fucking
ever
bit my
drawing in
arm.
the
If I'm
social
being honest
media
with you.
was about this surfist that got hit by a baseball metal bat,
Like
in
I
the
have a
head, and
pretty
the first
strong
hit killed
tolerance to
him.
pain, to be honest. So it's kind of tough. I've been training my body
Which
for a
I'm
long
really
time.
proud of. I'm glad you're here with me, bro. Bro, I remember
No,
having
that
a.
wouldn't take me out, trust me. But that I definitely was angry. But I didn't. You know what though? I didn't chase after him. I remember being angry about it, but I picked it up and then I just held it and I gave it to the parent and I was done. I went home that day. But
Wow.
cause I know I always known better. There's only been the only times I've ever gone beyond, and it was a couple of times is when I was scared, and honestly, the only times I go beyond is pretty much with you. So it's not like I'm gonna kill anybody during the time. So
Um, how do you call the big guy in the dark world of the neighborhood?
the bully.
No, 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 no. The one that's, he's basically the boss of the neighborhood of the dark world. He's basically, you know, um,
I don't know.
in here we have a word for it. We have bichote. Hi, Big Mac.
What's up, Big Mac?
Yo, Big Man, what is bichote in English? Bichote in English. What is the word in English?
Like like a small narco.
There you go. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so the the king of the narcos of the neighborhood. You know what I
So
mean, Clockwork?
yeah, so like pretty much the dark web. I get what you mean. Someone that owns the darkest of right.
He owns everything of the dark world in the neighborhood. That's what I'm trying to say, right? He owns all that. So this, I was in my time when I was a kid. I was fighting with the Bichota's son. You know, with that guy's son, because the son he had the attitude to, and he was trying to bully me, and he had a baseball metal bat, and I was like, "Oh, you got that spirit back?" I went to my house and I got, the things that you get for the fucking leaves to clean the leaves outside. I got that because that was everything I got in the backyard. So I was like, and that was, I went there, I got that, and I went back to that guy's son, and I was like, "What are you gonna do now? I got this." And even though I think he knows he would have beat me easily because he got a baseball bat, he gave me the respect because I came back with a weapon, no matter what weapon it was. He was like, all right, I give you respect. And
See, the
until this
fact
day,
is that I got
he
the
respects me.
baseball
Every time he
bat.
sees me,
Yeah, well, that
you
was
know.
even bigger respect because the mom took care of it at that point. The mom knew that was bad. She was mad at. So when I got hit with that metal baseball bat, I was furious, but I immediately
But
caught
she
it.
knew he was wrong, right?
Yeah, and I didn't go
There you
after
go.
him, and it was like I wanted to. Trust me, I really did. That fucking thing hurt, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Something about my head is thicker than most heads. All right, I have taken a beating all my life. I won't
He's
even
like, that
lie.
is the only reason I survived that hit.
I just the amount of fucking abuse that my body has gone through. And I still continue to
Damn,
put
bro,
it
sorry to
through.
hear that.
It's life. And it was more of like some of it my choice, some of it out of nowhere. And then you get to a point where it's all right. It ain't that big of a deal, but depends on how you deal with the situation. Because there has been times too I have gone off the hinge and just beat the fuck out of somebody, and they said I broke their ribs, and I was like, and I left. I ran. I ran home. I won't even lie. I got on my bike. I dished. It was already at the
No,
end
it
of the end of
happens.
school, and it
It
was.
happens.
Well, he
I
scared the
got
shit
dished
out of
one
me,
time.
right? And he didn't. You don't scare someone that is just prone to punch the shit. I never punched anybody, but dude, he scared the fuck out of me. And then he goes to proceed. Yeah, that didn't hurt. And then something about that just kind of irked me. I stopped, right? I actually rationally thought about it, like, okay, I'm done. And then no, I decided once he said that didn't hurt. I'm like, oh yeah, motherfucker, okay. And I really fucking and then he said, I'm gonna tell the principal I think you broke my rib. And at that point, I'm like, oh, sorry, and left. Literally just left on my bike and went home that day. And he was a G. He never said anything about it.
I
He
was like, ah, shit, I'm in trouble.
Oh, dude, I fucking ran for it, dude. I know when trouble hits the fan, and I'm gone. I'm sorry.
I love it. Yeah,
I,
bro, it happens, bro. It
but you don't just go
happens, bro.
scaring anybody like that either. You gotta fucking. Yeah, and he understood. I apologize for it. I never mean to like hurt anybody, but it's not my persona. And when I get mad at you though, sometimes, well, shit, you fucking. Maybe I may sound
No,
like it, but
it
it's only
happens because
because I can't beat you because you fucking
my
Jew me.
dad had to come to school almost every day. He tells me to this day he has to come. He had to come to school almost every day because I was in a match or in a fight, a fist fight or something. He was like, trying to defend me, but they couldn't let him actually get inside and defend me,
You
because
know, I never had that
he
issue,
can't be
and the
there.
thing is, I never did a fight that I couldn't finish. So that was kind of the difference between me. If there was trouble, oh, I handled it pretty quickly. There was a senior that wanted to break my jaw like glass. But the thing is, he was shorter as fuck. So I stood up and I looked at him. I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of broke my jaw when I was little. I'm thinking in my mind. So what are you gonna do that is gonna break my jaw? It's it may be prone to breaking, but I guarantee you, I'm gonna break your fucking face in right after, motherfucker. Like,
Damn.
no, dude, and everybody gave me major respect
He
after
was trying
that.
to bully you like how?
Because he thought he could. He was just an asshole. He thought I was weak and all this and shit. I'm not backing down to shit, man. When I was in high school, I just no one fucked with me because I definitely would fuck you up. All right, you may get a good couple of licks in, but my rage eventually will. I don't know. I wouldn't say that exactly because there was a couple of people that would 100% hands down beat me, but I would like to say that I would probably
Damn,
get
bro.
him eventually. Wally was the exception because he's 360 pounds. There was nothing I could do for Wall. But
So Wally was trying to fucking bully you? Is that what you're trying to say?
no, but he was just the exception if I try to like fight
Yeah,
Wall. There was
yeah,
just
yeah. I see, I
nothing.
see.
He was like
Yeah, yeah,
SpongeBob in that case. Like,
yeah.
again, he punches that shit out. I'm like, that's not gonna work out for me at all.
Damn.
So, but I never was, he was pretty cool. He never, ever, we were always cool, me and Wall. We never had issues. There was a couple of people that were like, but I was relatively friendly with everybody, and anybody that was relatively trying to be mean was just a jackass in general. And they got what they got, so. And
I see.
honestly, the dude never like you said, once you kind of stand up for yourself, they respect you. So like he never really he kind of respected that, and we never got into it again. We kind of like had some moments where we teamed up too, which wasn't too bad. So Zach Schutz, if you're listening to this, you weren't too bad of a kid. I hope your anger management kid, you should kind of calm down. I know you were the guy had a very broly girlfriend at the moment that would beat the shit out of him, I heard. So I can kind of understand like wanting to beat someone up because I can get it when I heard some stuff, and if he's having a better life, hopefully out there all that shit. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's just based off how you go about life, and it can be pretty crazy sometimes because you never know. I've always been pretty nice with people. I hope nothing. The weight's been kind of going. I hope nothing else continues to happen. But I somehow have been very unlucky when it comes to unfortunate accidents. I do sense a couple more, sadly. I don't know why, but it's just what my body's telling me. Hopefully, I'll be fine. But yeah, it's just part of life, though. When you go to the end of
Yeah.
it, it just can't help it in the end of the day. So
No, no. I agree, bro. It's part of life.
yeah.
It's hard to deal with sometimes, but it's part of life. Also,
Well,
before throwing it, let me be right back, man. I need to pee real quick.
okay.
Talk with Big Mac. What's up, Big Mac? Tell him, Big Mac, what's up? Oh, yeah, Big Mac.
Good afternoon, Big Mac. I've got myself a new mic. What do you think of it? Hello, amigo. ¿Cómo estás? How you doing, man? How you doing, Big Mac? Sorry.
Not as well, man. Like really chill right now.
Yeah, I get that. My fucking job's been a pain in the ass lately, dude. They got me on shorter hours, and then it's like they expect me to do more on shorter hours, and then I look at them like kiss my ass.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's just my work wants me to do more things for less hours, and it's like, okay, you're gonna pay me more for this shit, and it's like, no, man. So the hourly to work rate range is so fucking stupid if you don't know like how to experience is it's definitely a good thing, but man, they fucking they Jew ya if I'm being honest when it comes to certain pay rates. So I also got a new mic. What do you think of it, Big Mac? I got myself an actual recording mic. If I need to back up a little bit, I shall, but I got one of those nice ones where I can get up and close and personal.
Big time.
Yeah, is your job working you a lot?
Yeah, like my girl slash situation.
Yeah, I feel it. Right now, my job has me for less hours, but they're trying to make me work more for the hours I do work, and it's like you guys are out of your fucking mind. But I can only imagine how it's like for a manager like you, because you're the head of security, right?
But
You're the head of security, right?
yeah,
So I can only imagine how it's like for you, because being a manager is just not easy.
yeah, I stressful, but plus I'm always working. Plus I'm always fighting with this girl, and I get tired. Like sometimes getting just
Makes it tough to do your job sometimes, I understand. I fight with this girl a lot too, a lot of the times. That I have a lot of issues sometimes, from time to time. She tells me I don't do my job, but then I tell her, why the fuck do I come to work then? And it's a big issue in this day-to-day age that keeps coming up, and it's like we keep fighting for shit that shouldn't have to be fought for when it comes to just general realization of knowing what to do and not just being a dipshit about the job that you're at. And it's just so tough nowadays, dude, because I am under the reign of two goddamn managers, and it sucks. And I don't think they'll listen to this, so if, Anthony and Reina, if you guys ever hear this, you're the worst goddamn fucking managers in goddamn existence. Fucking hope both of you take the end of two cocks at the same time. Fucking both of you can suck it. But yeah, it's just like it's ridiculous, dude. It's not like it takes fucking thing. And then I got customers telling me some nice things that I should be a manager, I should be running the place. It's just like, man, thank you. I really do appreciate that. It gives me a good confidence boost. But it's like, fuck. And I can only imagine how it's like for your job because I don't do security. All I do is stock items. So fuck. What are you playing right now?
I'm playing. Play over, but I have to stop playing the game again. I tried to play Fighter Series. I only find one match, and then I didn't find anything else.
Sounds weird.
I got tired.
Oh, waiting.
I played a little bit of Spite earlier, and they were kicking my ass because all my teammates were bad as
Trash.
fuck.
Yeah. So I do have the game, but I never got into Spine enough to sit down and play it enough. It's a mobile game, so it has its reputation for being pretty toxic. So I'll give it a try eventually, though. It would be pretty cool. But yeah, we haven't really played anything. We literally sat down for about 2 hours, and I'm not even gonna lie, it's just gonna be. I kind of recorded it all. It's gonna be called the Rocket League podcast for how fucking long we went. It was like 2 hours long, dude. Oh no, it was an hour long. What am I saying? But that was pretty good. Like holy shit. Yeah, we've been playing a lot of Shinobi Striker, man. You planning on downloading that soon?
Play that when we get groceries.
Okay. And then I've also been thinking about, since you've been back on the PlayStation 5, do you want to give Conan a try again, or some sort of survival game? Or are you kind of tapped out on that right now?
Why not to play Path of Titans with
We
me?
could play Path of
All of us
Titans.
work together.
Um, yeah. I gotta, I gotta please him somehow to get Path of Titans or make some sort of bet. You think if I were to make a bet where I say if I beat you once in Fighter Z, you gotta get Path of the Titans? It'd be a tough day for Clock, but I won't even lie. It'd be fun to play Path of the Titans with a whole squad. I still have it downloaded. I never undeleted it.
What
So,
kind of survivors?
I think maybe we just gotta show him and roll live stream it, and then maybe he'll want to get it. Because he wants to play a good game where it's survival, but it's not too hard, and it's kind of perfect. You don't lose too much progress. If you do die, you lose a little bit of growth. So it's not like it's the end of the world. So,
I'm back.
welcome back, bro. Alright, I'm gonna go take a piss now, and yeah, I'll be
Go
right
for it,
back.
man. Alright. Ah. Dum 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 dum. Hi,
Alrighty.
Goggle. Welcome
Huh.
back, buddy.
I like how you can just hear it so quickly.
Have
It's
you
like,
watched the new Deadpool?
no, I've been busy.
How
I
about
haven't
you,
been.
Big Mac? Have you watched the new Deadpool?
I'm sure he's been busy too. You have watched it? Son of a bitch.
That's what you get, Clockwork.
That's what you get for
I
not knowing
almost
my
said
name,
so.
Sahori.
To the fuck.
Hey man, it's not my fault you have a short of memory and you can't remember anybody's name, not even your cousin or Big Mac, alright? It's not my fault.
Big Mac is, fuck. It's Big Mac. You know?
Big Mac is,
Dude, it's,
Big Mac, duh.
dude, If you ever come over here, bring over a lot of shorts, bro. Cause over here, oh my god, they're already celebrating something over here in the neighborhood, and I went out with long pants, and I can't stand being with long pants for long, bro. You know, so when you come here, bring your short pants. You know, bring your bitches. You know,
I don't have any bitches.
for me. You know, share your bitches with me, man.
Yeah, I'll call
And
Sarah. You can have her.
no, 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 no. She's too big for me. I want something skinnier. But no, I'm just kidding.
I don't blame you. It's kind of my thought process
I
too.
was like, hey, I was the same, man. I was asking for the same thing. Go to gym or you don't get no dick. No, I'm just kidding. Oh shit.
I gave her the option, dick or gym. She chose food, so okay.
Damn. She's so she shows food. Don't let her ever hear that from you, bro. She's
Man,
gonna
this
fucking
this
look for
part
you, kill
this part
you.
won't be recorded, but that little podcast though, I'll call that the Rocket League podcast for how long we sat down there and talked. Never
Oh,
never sat down and talked for so long before. I was
don't worry, Big Man has been there multiple times.
I'm sure, and I'm sure
Uh,
you missed
so
it, Big
fucking
Mac.
hot.
We were actually kind of talking about you about how the time Jinky
What's a
get
fuck boy?
well, you're always a fuckboy
Hey,
still, but no,
hey,
he was
hey,
telling us
hey,
about the
hey, hey.
time you were there for him when his best friend passed away. So it was a pretty interesting conversation.
Dude, I know, right? So coincident. Now that I noticed, he came after I told you about the
I was
Matthews
just thinking
thing.
about that. Yeah, he's like he heard
I know,
us, and
right?
it's just
He said, "Damn, I feel like somebody's talking about me. Might as well join that party."
yeah, he's going on a chew over there.
Yeah, Big Mac. I told the Clockwork about that time I passed out. You know, when we were drinking with Matthew's dad and all that, and so yeah.
Yeah, I guess that
And I
motherfucker
told.
was pretty knocked the fuck out, huh, Big Mac? He's thinking, you know, he takes him a
He's like,
minute.
I don't remember.
It take Big Mac a minute, you know, give him a second. He's got a lot on the mind. But
Big Mac,
you
are you
gotta
there,
describe
Big
it
Mac?
in maybe describe it in Spanish, maybe for him.
Big Mac, are you there, Big Mac? No, he's probably not there. And so yeah, you know. Oh, you are Big Mac?
Yeah.
You heard what I said?
I think he was just thinking.
So you suck dick? Yeah.
Oh no, not that.
Nice.
About
Got him.
I was like, nice, perfect.
Got him.
I was telling Cocker about that time we got drunk with Matthew's dad, you know, and I told Cocker how big of a blessing you were that day because you guided me to your house instead of not being there and then me going to my house where my granny was and then passing out and vomiting everywhere, you know, and yeah, that's what I was telling Clockwork.
I think Big
And
Mac
how
wanted to take you over for the sucky sucky, but you didn't do that. He was
ah,
disappointed.
he tried to take my pants down because my pants were vomited. He was trying to pull them down when I was sleeping. And I automatically just fucking pulled them back up. I was like, oh, system activated.
Big Mac was like, dude, you fucking smell. Take these fucking off, and then you put them back on. He's like, ah, great. I can't do nothing now. I'm
Ah,
not
great.
sleeping.
Now I need to sleep with that smell.
Dude, that must have been terrible for him. That shit must have been so
Yeah, I
smell.
didn't let him take my pants down, bro. I was like, no, no.
Man, he's trying to give you the Gok Gok 5000, that's all. Why didn't you let it happen?
Ah,
Dude, I heard that lady is taking such fire now from fucking.
really?
Yeah, all the celebrities are trying to tap that, and then everybody that's a stalker is trying to creep that. So it's like,
Damn.
okay. Okay.
I see. Yo, Big Mac, what are you doing, by the way? What are you gonna play, Big Mac?
What's this play right now?
He was talking about how he wants you to play Path of the Titans, but you're a bitch and you don't want to get it.
Damn. Do you want to play Fighter C, Big Mac? Smite? Elden Ring, Big Mac? What do you want to do, Big Mac? I saw Sahori today too, by the way.
I could try and be nicer to the kid if you want me to. Sorry, I've been such a dick to him. If you're mad at me about that, I'm gonna be
I
honest
don't
with you.
think he's here for that. He can, you wouldn't believe it. Sahori, Clockwork,
Yeah, I know, but Big Mac has a
but
big heart for the kid more than I do. I'm an
no, he
asshole to
does.
him.
But sometimes he's really mean at fucking Sahori. He's not all that nice. You know, when he has to tell him straight shit out of his fucking face, he will, trust me. He will be like, nah, man, what the fuck are you doing, man? You
Yeah.
know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, he doesn't have it right, Big Man. You're not always the real dad of Sahor. You always tell him what the fuck is wrong and what the fuck is right.
You still don't listen to her for shit, though, it seems like.
No, he doesn't like to listen to Big Man when Big Man's trying to tell him
He
something
doesn't
to
like to
do.
listen to anybody. But for some reason, he asked me so many. Why does he listen to me? I don't get it. He asked me so many questions. I don't get it.
Sahori listens to you. Eric listens to you. I was playing with Eric and his other friend. I was telling him how Eric listens more to Clocker than to me. You
I
know.
don't think Eric wants to piss me off, though, because he knows my rage. I've accidentally showed it to him because he called me a puñeta. I don't know
Yeah,
if you
you thought that
remember
was
that.
offensive. Yeah, of course I do. I'll never forget that. When I die, that's gonna be one of my moments I'm gonna remember.
I'm not a
Me growing
puñeta.
up, me seeing my
Yeah.
parents, me meeting Big Mac, and then me seeing Clocker saying, "Hey, I'm not a puñeta." Dude, everybody fucking laughed his ass off like never before. It was so funny. Because Eric said, damn, Clocker is in La Puñeta, which means Clocker's really fucking far away. And then Clocker came and said, because Clocker knows Puñeta is a bad word, Clocker said, hey, I'm not a Puñeta, you are, or something like that. And then Eric and I just fucking laughed so hard nonstop. And then
Eric likes
Clocker
me.
almost got mad again because we were laughing. We're like, no, man, this is what's going on. This is what it means, puñeta. And I was like, oh, shit. Oh, okay, my bad. But it was so funny. We were like, hey, I'm not a puñeta. Dude, that
I
was
my first impression for
hilarious.
Eric, I think he'll forever love me. No, anything I say, he always backs me up, without a second thought. If Jinky's against me, he backs me up. It's the best feeling.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
funny because Eric knows Jinky more than me. He backs me up more.
yeah. I have pictures of us me being in his neighborhood.
But you know what though? I think everybody gets to the point because everybody does know me. I've been around for a long time, so it's not like I haven't.
Also, he told me that he's gonna get Sparking Seer if you can get it too. He told me
I feel
because he
like you're
was like,
lying.
"No, I mean it." We were talking about it. I was telling him like, "Ah man, I'm so fucking hard on to get Sparking Zero," and his other friend told me that like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get it too," and then I told Eric, "Are you gonna get it?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get it," and it was like. Is everybody in the group getting it? Is Clocker getting it? And I was like, I don't think Clocker's getting it. I mean, he's telling me he's not getting it, but I feel like he's gonna get it. To be honest, Clocker, that's what I told him. I told him, he tells me he's not gonna get it, but I feel like he's still gonna get it nonetheless. And then it was like, yeah, because I want to see everybody play. I'm gonna be there. I want to see everybody fucking like literally break their fucking controllers. And I was like, yeah, sounds like Eric. So yeah, and so yeah, he wants to see you there too. I don't know if Big Mac getting it. Big Mac, you getting Sparking Zero? I shows Big Mac a lot of fucking Sparking
I
Zero, but
wouldn't
I don't
see
know if
why
he's
Big
getting it.
Mac wouldn't be getting it. I mean, he's part of the group too. He probably wouldn't get it day one.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll kind of like it.
You know what though? I don't blame
Really?
you because it keeps being
Why?
How it looks.
it keeps being overhyped too all the damn time.
Like Xenoverse 2 looks better. Like I don't know, it looks weird.
Really? Xenoverse 2 looks better?
Yeah, I don't know. Like
Have you seen
how
every gameplay though?
how
No,
they did the animations. Like how the characters look. It looks
No,
kind of
but
weird.
no. But now it looks better. I would say. I don't know if you've seen the latest, but now it looks better. Even the colors they fixed it because some colors were really fucking strong, so now they kind of fixed it. Not only that, but I was telling Eric how a lot of characters are gonna be cocky in the game, including Black Goku. You know, I don't like seeing clips or a lot of things now because I know I already pre-ordered it and I know I'm gonna play it nonetheless. But the one clip I saw was Black Goku literally countering Super Saiyan I don't know what Goku, and he told him like, hey, this is really how far you can really go, and he was just like bragging in Goku's face as Black Goku and then he fucking kicked him out, and it was so good. Also, I don't know, you don't have to watch his latest videos, but it's fucking good how you can supposedly break into buildings and see the interiors of the buildings like My Hero 2, was it? Clockwork? Yeah, My Hero 2, which you can like break into buildings and shit and then climb into walls. I don't know. Yeah, you could
actually,
do that
right? Because My
in
Hero, that
fucking
game that we
Zero.
played for the My Hero game was not too bad, but it was full of fucking range sweats already, and it's
No, of course, and I agree with
found
Big
a
Mac. The colors and
Jujutsu
the
one on
graphics on
Roblox
Spark
though,
and
where you
Zero
can
is
break
pretty
all the
weird.
buildings around you. I thought that was pretty cool. I did find
Yeah,
something of that. So like no, there was
no, that
Instagram
was pretty
Reels to
cool.
where I keep seeing domain extension. It's time to get freaky or whatever. And I found the Roblox
Oh
one where it was
damn.
pretty cool, where you can break buildings
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah,
So I kind of
I
want to
saw
play that
that.
sometime too, eventually, because I think it looks pretty cool. And there's been a couple of good
Yeah.
clips where I actually got you with it, but I'm not onto
No,
that
but
though.
I agree with Big Mac. The game was with like too colorful and too weird. I agree with him, and I think they fixed that.
My
Like
personal
a
opinion
bit
is
of
just
it,
it's just getting
not much
overhyped,
of it.
and then everybody
No,
keeps
of course,
talking
that too.
about it,
But you
and
know
then I get a little
why?
tired of
Because it
hearing it
has
get
the
talked.
title of Budokai Tenkaichi, was everybody has been wishing for
I
since everybody
know.
has been a kid, you know? We want another
But
Budokai
it's the same thing
Tenkaichi.
with Maui going crazy. He got mad that I wasn't hyped about it. It's like, dude, I got old. Alright, I'm 24 years old now, and I'm sure Big Mac feels the same way. He's older than me. And he got to the point where it's like, it's just another game that came out, and it's fun. I'm sure it'll be more hype when it comes out, but right now, not get too hyped about it until
No,
we
but
see the actual
I believe. No, of course I know what you mean. That's what happened with me with Tekken. Tekken
Cyberpunk.
8, I haven't bought it because I think
You
it's
think
just
you
like
thought
every other
I'm
Tekken.
just saying like Cyberpunk you were so hyped about and then when it came out you were pissed off about it because it didn't have half the shit you
And No
expected.
Man's Sky, not to mention that one
That
too.
I've been man,
I
there's a
was
new update
telling
that came out
everybody
that actually
how
looks pretty
like to
badass.
buy it, and then when it came out, everybody
Yeah, I
was
know.
laughing on my
I
face, and
bought
I
it,
was like,
goddammit. I
damn,
was trying to find you. Me and Sarah both were trying to find you. We couldn't find you.
you know, yeah, no, but I think obviously since Namco, I believe they have the power to not fuck it up, and like I said to Eric, it has a lot of Budokai and it has a little bit of Raging Blast.
I want to fight
So
Eric
it's
and whoop
like
his ass.
that's why they changed the title. I feel
If
because they
Eric wants to
wanted to
fucking
add.
get the game, he better fight me. I'm not in the mood for his.
No, he said he's getting it, and then Caesar, which is the other player that invited you to fight him on the Jump Force.
I
He
think you
told
did
me
him
to.
the favor of not fighting me because it would have been just the same shit. I played Jump Force before any of y'all, and then
I know,
I
but
still
then
get discredited
he
for my skills because I haven't played in a
yeah,
minute.
yeah. Even today, they were talking about you and how you quit it. You ran off from your challenge, and I was like, "Hey, man, I understand him because I didn't play Jump Force in a hot while, and he didn't, he didn't. You just want to keep it as it was, and I understand them. Sometimes you don't feel like you're at your prime again, as you once were. So you don't want to like, you don't want to fuck it up.
And I
You want to
really
leave it at
waited for
that.
everybody to get it, but no one got
And
it
that's what I
until
told
a
them.
couple
But
years
they
later.
told me, oh, then tell them to get Sparking Zero. You know, he'll probably, do us a favor there, because they really were, um, they expected a lot from you. That's what I would say. They heard a lot from you and how you were the king of Jump Force, and as soon as they came back to Jump Force, especially that guy, that he wasn't playing a lot of it, and even though he beat me at first, since I wasn't even warmed up, I was learning again. He beat me. He was waiting for
It's
you,
not
but
so
I
much
told
I'm
him,
scared of anybody, and sure, there might be a couple people that get to me. It's the fact that you learn on an exponentially difficult rate. I can be whooping your ass, and then you learn how to get past that combo. Yeah, I don't get me wrong. Some people do give me sometimes, but it's like over the years you've been so strong, and I know how you play. You're one of the fastest adapters when it comes to fighting games, and I do it the same way too sometimes because I have to if I want to even win against you. But it's like I'm learning. But damn, it's tough to even have a king crown over you because you over the years you got to the point where you are very good at games, but I can't hold anything over you without you holding it over me. So of course I'm gonna try and hold it. And I did. It's not like I didn't beat you. I did beat you. All right. I
yeah,
remember it was 8-0, and you won the
yeah.
last game, and you dipped on me, and which was fair, very fair. You
Which
had
is
every
the
red.
reason why you were called on the King of Jump Force, and that's why they were really excited for you. And and they were really waiting, and they said you never came, and they really are expecting you this time around with Sparking Zero. And I told them I don't know if he's gonna get it. I don't get your hypes up. I don't know. I'm getting it. I already pre-ordered it, but I don't know if Cloud's getting it. Which just seems they're more excited about you than me, honestly. But
Everybody's
hey.
excited about me.
Hey,
I
hey.
just don't get it. I really don't get it. Everybody loves the clockwork, and I appreciate y'all sometimes on that, but I just don't get it sometimes. I just if it's the fact that y'all can beat me sometimes and get a couple of hits more than Jinky, then that's cool. But I just don't get it. It's just like I maybe it's fun. Maybe I just overget it. Maybe it goes past my head and I think about it sometimes. But the fact is, you love all fighting me, and I guess it's the fact that I do bring a good challenge. And maybe I just gotta get to a point where it is just a game. But man, y'all make me sweat and it's fun, but I mean, maybe I feel like I'm not in my prime like I used to be, and Sayori definitely fucking didn't help with that.
You guys have Rust?
I
Yeah,
can get it if you really
I
want to.
downloaded it
I
already. You
only
wanna play
want to
now,
do
Big
it
Mac?
if it restarts, though. That's my only request.
Oh yeah, we have to wait for the service to
That's
restart,
my
Big Mac.
only request. That's all I want if we want
Because
to do
if we start
Rust.
now, everybody's gonna be way ahead of us.
But there's no PS5 edition.
That's
No, I
fine.
don't
That's
think
not
so.
a big deal.
Which is fine. Yeah, you can just still download it and play it still. It's okay. But I told Sahori about it. Try to convince Sahori, Big Mac. I bet he can buy it.
Yeah, me and Jinky had a rough start. We had a good start though,
And we were by
surprisingly.
ourselves, bro,
Oh
at the
man,
beginning of PS4 Rust. I remember.
that was fun but rough, dude. Someone took our
It
base
was rough.
as their
Now they
own,
have
dude.
submarines and they have a lot of shit.
Dude,
I just can't
and
wait to
and I
play it.
and I want to sit down, but we didn't have. It was just me and
I
Jinkies.
see, dude.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if Big Mac, if you can look up the restart date, and if it happens to be like literally tomorrow or something,
You guys have the AC too?
Daisy. I have Daisy. Jinky doesn't have Daisy.
I don't have it, but I can buy
I
it.
I never liked Daisy. I'm gonna be honest with you.
They see
You don't like
too?
the AC?
I
You
never
prefer you
I never
you
gave it a
prefer you
chance.
prefer Rust?
Yeah.
I'll play either one if you really want to
I
play
haven't
new
played
survival
Daisy, but
game.
I prefer Rust.
which one you like better?
Well, look up the when is the map restart for Rust, and then that'll tell you the answer for that one. To be honest with you,
You want me to get into Rust from now?
yeah, go take a look at it real quick.
Alright.